Hello, my friends. This is Jeannie. Welcome back. If you are a first time visitor, welcome and thank you. This is another Halloween themed Create with Me video. In this video, I am going to share with you my process for making very clean and simple artist trading cards, or ATCs. For those who are not familiar with what an ATC is, it is an artist trading card. It is typically 2.5 by 3.5 in size. One side of the card is decorated by the artist or the creator in their particular style, and the other side of the card has information about the creator, perhaps the name, the date the card was created, social media information, contact information, whatever information they're comfortable sharing. And crafters and artists basically swap these cards. It's a good way of sharing your contact information in a very fun and creative way. It's also a good way to allow someone else to own, so to speak, a piece of your unique and creative self, right? And for me, what I've been doing with my ATCs is I keep them in binders, and they serve as a source of inspiration for me. In the past, I have held giveaways, challenges, and contests where I have asked people who wanted to be entered to send me ATCs. So as you can imagine, I have well over 200 ATCs, and they are stored in 2, 4, 6, 8 binders that I'm looking at on my shelf. And anytime I feel like I want some inspiration, or just looking at them makes me happy, that's what I do. But I'm going to share with you my simple, clean method for making these cards. In this particular video, I am going to be using scraps from some of my past Create With Me Halloween videos. I have scraps in all sizes, all colors that I will be using. I also have some scraps left over from the Tim Holtz paper that I used. The what is it called? Abandoned. This paper pad, I used a few sheets of that when I made my creepy Halloween card, and so I used the scraps from those papers because they are absolutely gorgeous and I don't want to waste them. I cut down the scraps to ATC sized cards, 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, I am also, in addition to using those scraps, I am going to be using this Sizzix Tim Holtz Halloween die. I don't know the name of this one. Ghost Town. There's the information. Okay, Ghost Town. So what I did is I used these dies, which are the creepy houses and kind of the smokestacks, on some black card stock, and I cut out all of the little creepy houses using plain black cardstock. I also cut some out in glitter, using glitter paper, but I don't think I'm going to use the glitter ones for today's project. I genuinely want to keep it super simple. If I want the glitter, I can add it myself using my Wink Stella pen. So basically what I did was just grabbed my scraps, grabbed my die cuts. I have my glue stick. I have my black soot distress ink because that's a given. I always use that. And we're going to go ahead and make some ATCs. So this is the one that I made before I turned the camera on. This is using that same abandoned paper in the background. Super simple, right? The abandoned paper in the background. Here is that die cut of the creepy house in the plain black cardstock. Once I die cut the creepy house, I went in with my Wink Stella and added some oh my god, glitter, whatever you call the stuff that's in here, the sparkle, onto the house. I found that I preferred that. That was a little less intense than cutting it out of the glitter cardstock. The glitter cardstock was super intense, a little too intense for me. Wanted a little more subtle of an effect. So that's what I use the Wink Stella for. And then I use some sentiment stickers from Tim Holtz. A piece of that same black cardstock I used to create some ground at the bottom, put that all together, and came up with this really cute ATC. This is this little silver smoke coming out of the house. It's also part of the dies. You can see the smokestacks here. Part of the same die set. What I did was I cut that smoke. I cut it from using some silver sticky back paper that I just had on my desk. I honestly don't even know where this came from, but I had one sheet, 1/6x6. No, it wasn't even that big. I think it was maybe 2x3. It was a small sheet of this sticky silver foil paper. I don't know where it came from, but since it was on my desk, I used it, right? Why not? Why not? So let's go ahead and recreate these. So first thing you're going to need are your base, or is your base. I'm making quite a few of these ATCs. I want to make at least 4, maybe 5. I think I'm probably going to make 5. I don't know how many I'll actually show in this video, but this is using that same abandoned paper. Cut it down to 2.5 by 3.5. I have my black soot ink. The first thing I'm going to do is distress the edges of all of my cards. I just like that look. I think, you know, it looks a little more finished. You don't see the white of the cardstock, which would be really glaring and really obvious, especially in a Halloween themed card where most of the colors tend to be dark and creepy. So let's go ahead and ink them. When I'm making multiple ATCs or multiples of anything, but I would say especially with ATCs, I tend to do kind of like an assembly line type format where first I cut all of the cards, then I go in and I ink the edges of all of the cards, and then I go from there. That's just the way my mind works. You do whatever works for you. But these are super simple, super clean. I don't know if my ink's not dry. I don't know, maybe my ink is drying. I think I need to re-ink my pad. Oh no, it's okay. I think it's just harder to see because the background of these cards are dark enough as it is. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Today is Sunday. I just finished watching the premiere episode of new season of The Walking Dead. We're not going to say anything about it in case it's on your DVR waiting for you to watch it. No spoilers, right? But I was super excited. Sunday is now officially Walking Dead night. Woohoo! So what I think I'm going to do, so far, I think this is maybe my 4th Create With Me video for Halloween, right? The first one was the pocket letter. I already gave that pocket letter away in a giveaway. And then the second video, what was the second video? The second video, I don't remember. Was the second video? Yeah, the second video was the creepy Halloween card. I made 2 of those cards. I still have those. The third video was Halloween embellishments. I made a bunch of those, so I have 2 sets of those. And then this video is going to be ATCs. And then I think the next video I'm going to share with you how to make like a mini album to put your ATCs in, and you know, if you want to do a swap, and maybe one more project after that. And then what I think I will do is then perhaps do a giveaway of all of those items. Since I think I'm going to have 2 sets of them, maybe what I will do is pick 2 winners at random I'll just pick one of my Create With Me videos and randomly select 2 winners from the comment section of those videos and call it done. So if you would be interested in receiving a packet with basically my items that I created during my Create With Me videos, then definitely be sure to check out all of my videos and leave comments, because you never know, you might be that winner. Be sure to also subscribe to my channel for sure. So let me continue. We have our bases here. We have 4 of them. That's awesome. So you know me, I like to ground my images. So I have this strip of cardstock, black cardstock from when I made the creepy Halloween cards. I cut it so that it was the same width as my ATCs, so it's 2.5 inches wide. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut a couple of strips of these, maybe 3 or 4, to use at the bottom of my cards as a ground. And I'm just eyeballing. It's no big deal. Make it as tall as you want. An alternative for this, and maybe in one of these cards I will show you how you can also use, if you have crepe paper or streamers, you can get these at what is that store? Dollar Tree. 2 for $1. I think they come in packs of 2. I have some crepe paper sitting around, and these are these streamers thingamajiggies. And my Halloween stash consists of purple, black, and orange. I might, and occasionally pull off pieces from this crepe paper or these streamers and use them to create backgrounds or textures in my card. Well, you can also use these same streamers as, a ground in your images, or your ATCs, I should say. So I'll share that with you. But let's start with what we do have, which are the strips of this black paper. What I'm going to do is just, because I don't want it to be like a straight line going across the top, I'm just going to rip off a strip of the card. You see that? How you have that nice little texture, and that darker black on the top kind of delineates the ground from the background of the card. You see that? That's why I prefer using cardstock, but you can use crepe paper or whatever else you have. But whatever it is, use something to create. Let's put the blue at the top, to create a ground for your card. And what I do is I make sure that the glue does not go all the way to the top up here, so that I can tuck the creepy house behind that ground. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So there's one ground done. Let's do another one. These are super easy. Super easy, friends. Super easy. And the best thing is that you don't need a lot of supplies. just use whatever scraps you have. Cut your scraps down to 2.5 by 3.5. Use more of those scraps to create a ground. We all have stickers hanging around somewhere in our stash. If you don't have a die cut or a die cutting machine, just use your stickers. I have made some with stickers. Let me show you one. Sorry, this is one I made earlier using a sticker, some of that crepe paper. And super easy. All I did was just use some crepe paper on the bottom, fringed it up a little bit, used a sticker on top of that, and put a little sentiment of here. And this, of course, after I inked the edges. And here I have a very super simple, clean, and cute Halloween ATC that took me all of, I don't know, 5 minutes to make earlier today, if that. So don't work these things up to be something bigger than what they really are. It's super simple in terms of style. It's whatever your style is. It's whatever you want. It's an artist trading card. You're the artist. Make it whatever you want it to be. Okay? If you want to do mixed media, there's my cuckoo clock. Do mixed media. If you want to do just stickers, do just stickers. If you want to embroider on your card or stitch on your card or paint on your card, do whatever floats your boat, because it's your card. So just like that, super easy. We have the 3. Now let me show you how you can use crepe paper. So the first thing you want to do is cut it down to the approximate size or width of your ATC. I tend to cut a little longer. And I can go back and trim it if I need to. And then just like you ripped the cardstock to create, you know, a very organic ground, you do the same thing with the crepe paper. So really, you can use whatever is in your stash. If you have fabric in your stash, use fabric. Okay? There. So we are going to put a little of the adhesive at the bottom of the card. Now, this is very thin. Oh my gosh, there's a cricket in my room. You hear that, sucker? This is very thin crepe paper. So I'm going to try not to put a lot of glue because it will come through. Maybe a little more right there. My God, I get a lot of crickets down here. I don't know why. But that sucker, I heard him. You probably heard him too. God. Add that to the list of weird sounds that you will hear in Jeannie's room. So that card ground is done, and I'm just going to trim it. And boom, I made that ground using crepe paper. So again, just use whatever is in your stash. Don't spend money when you already have the items in your room. So these are our 4 backgrounds. Now let's find our houses. I think I'm going to use the same little house on all 4 cards. So this is definitely something that you can mass produce. When I make ATCs, I tend to make them seasonally, meaning, you know, as holidays roll around, I do them for specific holidays: Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I also do them seasonal in terms of, you know, winter, spring, summer, fall. So, and I create them in bulk so that I can send them off, kind of like business cards. That's how you got to treat them. Okay, so here are the 4 houses. At this point, you can, if you're going to use glitter or something to, oh my God, that cricket is so loud. to shine up your house, you can add that now. I'm going to glue the houses onto the creepy houses onto the ATCs and then sparkle them up. And when I glue the houses onto the ATCs, I'm going to just make them not perfectly straight. I'm gonna make them a little, I will deliberately make them a little wonky so the house looks just that much more creepy, severely abandoned, neglected, dilapidated, pick your word. So that's what I'm going to do now. My gosh. October, my favorite time of the year. My daughter is ready for Halloween. She's going to be doing some cosplaying. I have quite a few events prepared for my troop. We have a camp out, which will include watching a scary movie. And by scary, I don't mean like traumatizing scary. I just mean something like maybe Jumanji or something along those lines. Not like, I don't know, The Shining. Nothing crazy like that. I mean, my girls are, after all, only 11 years old. I don't want to traumatize them. And I do want them to be able to sleep that night. But, you know, those are the kind of things we have planned. October, we are also having our flying up ceremony. My girls are moving from juniors to cadets, so it's a very exciting time for them. We did complete our bronze award. They did earn their bronze award, which is one of the highest, not one of the, it is the highest honor or award that juniors can earn, and they earned it. So I'm super proud of them for that. And a lot of that was made possible with your help. For those who donated to their, who donated pajamas, books, and stuffed animals to their Sweet Dreams project, they were able to put together, wow, 101 bags. Their original goal was to put together 40 bags. Actually, their original goal was 20. Then they got super excited when, you know, the items, the donations started coming in. So they upped it to 40, and then they upped it again to 60. And the response was so amazing that when all was said and done, they ended up with 101 items, 101 hand-sewn bags, each stuffed with pajamas, socks, toothbrush, toothpaste, books, and stuffed animals. It was just amazing. We dropped that off at the shelter. It was just amazing. That's all I have to say. Just amazing. And super proud of the girls. Super thankful for all of you who sent in items. Just in case, if you didn't see, what I did was I glued the die onto the die cut of the creepy house onto the background, and I tucked it behind the ground. So you see that? Okay. So it was just awesome. Awesome. That's all I have to say. Awesome. So the good thing is that the bronze award is done. Thank God. And we are starting a new Girl Scout season and moving on to our next community service projects. We already have quite a few planned. I am also going to be introducing my girls to a robotics unit this year. They are interested in learning about robotics, so I got that planned. They are also interested in learning more about me. Yes, me, their Girl Scout troop leader, and what I do for a living. As many of you know, I've mentioned it before. I am an attorney. I'm a civil litigator. I've been one for 20 plus years, and they want to learn more about what I do. So I have a mock trial unit prepared for them. It's just a very exciting year. We have trips to the courthouses planned. It's just very exciting. I'm super excited about this Girl Scout year. So this is what we have so far with our cards, right? And looking at the ATC that I made using that crepe paper, I think it's my favorite one so far. Look at the texture. The texture is amazing. And the contrast is amazing. I absolutely love that. I think in the next wave of these ATCs that I make, I am going to use just the crepe paper because love that. Absolutely love that. So now is the time to add your sparkle. So super excited about the new Girl Scout year. Luckily, all of my girls are returning. They're getting at the age where I start to worry that they're all in middle school. It might not be cool to be in Girl Scouts. You know, they're at that age where what your friends and, you know, what other people think about you matters, at least for them. And some of them might not think Girl Scouts is, my biggest fear is that they'll start to believe that, you know, Girl Scouts is not cool anymore. It's not cool. So I was genuinely, look at how pretty that is, concerned that I might start to lose some of my girls. This is about the age and the grade where we start losing in Girl Scouts. We start losing some girls. I've seen it happen in other troops. I've seen troops drop from, you know, 20 something members to 15 and then down to 10 and then down to 5 and eventually disband because they get fewer and fewer girls coming back as they get older. So I was genuinely concerned I was going to lose some of my girls, but I got them all. They all registered. They're all back. I'm very, very happy about that. That just, when I received the notification that the last one had registered, it was like a big sigh of relief, a big, whew, I was actually losing sleep over it. I was worried. I mean, understand, I've had these girls since they were, all of these girls, well, most of them, with the exception of 2, since they were 5 years old. And they're all 11, soon to be 12. So whew, I would have been just devastated. But lucky for me, they're all coming back. What we did to help is we moved the meetings out of the school. And now we're doing the meetings at the homes of one of my co-leaders. We thought that maybe if we kept the meetings away from school, they wouldn't be, I don't know, in case, I don't know. I just felt like maybe if we held the meetings at school, they wouldn't want to go because then other people would see them in their vest and think it's not cool or it's nerdy and they wouldn't want to do that and then they would drop out. So I don't know. I think I'm overthinking this. So I just we move the meetings outside of the school so that the girls don't have to feel self-conscious about attending meetings or whatever the case may be. Again, it's possible we're overthinking this, but I really do want to make it super easy, super comfortable for my girls. Look at that. Pretty. To attend their Girl Scout meetings without feeling nerdy or embarrassed or, you know, feeling like they're being judged or made fun of because of their uniform, whatever that's just the society we live in, and that's kind of sad. But it's something we had to take into account when we were scheduling our meeting place. We do want to make it easy for them to attend the meetings and be comfortable. So, but my whole troop is back. I'm so excited. There is the card. I really do love this crepe paper texture. Now I'm wishing I did all of them that way. That's what we have so far. Super easy, right? Now we want to add the smoke. So I have, boy, it's going to be fun trying to peel this. I have more of, there we go. I could do it that way. Oh, maybe that's, oh, that's better. Oh. At least the cricket hushed up, thankfully. We need one more. These are really big. We'll use this one. Could also use, what do they call those? A white gel pen. That's the word I'm looking for. You can also use a white gel pen to create. Let's see. Let's do it. I'm just trimming this a little bit because it's a little too big. Yeah, we'll do it that way. There we go. We'll do it like that. You can use a white gel pen if you wanted to, or if that's all you have, or a paint marker to add the little smoke stack detail if that's what you were going for. There we go. Super simple, super easy. I love making ATCs. I love doing them assembly line style. It's just a great way to use your stash. Yeah, so far, that's those two. I wonder where I got this silver paper from. I have no idea. Could have been part of a kit. I used to buy, I used to order those Simon Says stamps, monthly card kits. I stopped because I'm backed up. I don't have a subscription, but when they release a kit that I like, I would buy it, but I stopped buying them all together, only because I'm looking behind me and I see 3 kits: a Christmas kit, a Valentine's Day kit, and a St. Patrick's Day kit that I haven't used. So if I have 3 kits in my craft room that I haven't used, that's telling me I need to not buy any more kits. Not until I get through those kits. I do recall I had a Halloween kit and I used that kit. So it's possible this silver paper was maybe from that. But yeah. I will say the one thing I'm very good at, I do like to shop. I do like, boy, I'm gonna have fun trying to peel this one. I see things, I want them, I get them, and then they sit in my craft room and wait for me to use them. I will say the one thing that I am good at is recognizing when I need to stop and slow down, and doing just that. I can stop cold turkey. I don't have a problem not shopping or not buying any more of anything or some particular item until I use up what's in my craft room. I mean, shopping is fun. Yep, that it is. But my craft room also has to be fun. And my craft room is not going to be fun if it's, swamped with multiples of things that I keep ordering, even though I haven't used what I already have. So I will say I'm very good with that. I'm very good about cutting and going cold turkey. So that's what I did with Simon Says stamps and all these other monthly card kits. Because in addition to the 3 Simon Says stamp kits, I have 2 from Hero Arts that I ordered and haven't used yet. So that's a total really of 5 kits. Okay, so yeah. Guess who's not getting any more card kits? Me. So this is what we have so far. Isn't it awesome? Super easy, super simple. Now all we have to do is find some sentiments to put on the card. You can stamp your sentiments onto your card. You can use die cuts. You can handwrite your sentiments. Or maybe you don't want a sentiment, but I love sentiments. I have these clippings, stickers, Halloween themed, that I purchased this year. I think they were released this year, but whether they were released this year or last year, the point is I got them this year, and they are all Halloween theme. So let's see what we can find for our cards. So we have, oh my god, there's so many good ones here. We need 4 of them. Let's see. Thought I saw one here. I heard a strange noise. Do we like that? Dark and gloomy in here. Maybe we'll call it Lost in... We'll do one. How about Lost in the Woods? Imagine you're lost in the woods and then you come across one of these creepy houses. Lord have mercy. I don't know. What do? Do you just turn around and walk back into the scary, creepy woods? Or do you walk up to the scary, creepy house? Oh my God. Ooh, what would I do? Man, I'm getting a headache just thinking about that. Honestly, I think I would walk back into the woods. I don't know. We will put it, let's see, let's put it on this one. This house looks especially creepy. I don't know why. We'll call this one Lost in the Woods. God, I don't know. I don't think I don't know. I don't, oh my gosh, I don't know. Let's hope it never happens, because I really don't know what I would do. What horrors they had seen. Haunted for Life. I kind of like that. Let's do Haunted for Life on another one. God. First of all, if I ever got lost in the woods, God help me. I'm very much a city girl at heart. I mean, as it is, I think being a troop leader, one of the things, if I had to say, if I had to pick one aspect about being a Girl Scout troop leader, that was probably my least favorite, I'm going to say it. Camping. I don't like camping. I don't like camping. Which is kind of crazy because that's very much a big part of what we do. But no, I'm very much a city girl. I was born and raised in the Bronx before I moved out to Long Island after I met my husband. But yeah, I much prefer my soft, comfy mattress and my pillows and my indoor plumbing and locks on my doors and no wild animals inside my house or creeping around where I sleep. I much prefer that as opposed to tent life. But I do it anyway. So there. Yeah, I said it. I'm a Girl Scout troop leader and I don't like camping. Simple as that. Let's see. How about I heard a strange noise. Something wicked this way comes. Dark and gloomy in here. In the shadow of the trees. We need 2 more. What horrors they had seen. How about the silence of the night? We'll use that one. My favorite thing about being a troop leader is just about everything else. I love seeing these girls just grow. You know, I've had them since they were 5. I love seeing them blossom into these beautiful, caring, kind, considerate human beings, you know, that give back so much to their community, who don't think twice about supporting fellow sister scouts, and who are there for each other. I just absolutely love that. So truthfully, if 99% of what I do as a troop leader I love, I can get over that 1%. And for me, that 1% is camping. Don't like it. All right, we need one more, my friends. What should we grab? From the depth of his soul. No, creepy. Gosh, it's so hard to the dead hour of the night. Here, we'll pick that one. The dead hour of the night. And I think once we put this on, my friends, we are done. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I am going to, at the end of the series, and I don't know when that is. Oops, I should have inked those edges. At the end of the series, I think I'm going to give away all of the items that I have made. And I will select 2 winners. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I will select 2 winners using random comment picker. I won't say from which of my videos I will select the comments, but I will randomly pick one of my Halloween Create With Me videos, go into that comment section and use random comment picker to pick 2 winners from that video. So if you haven't seen my other Create With Me videos, be sure to check those out. Watch them, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment. Be sure you are subscribed to my channel. Be sure you are subscribed to my channel, my friends. And you never know. You might win a Halloween package from me that will include all of the items that I have made so far, including these simple, clean ATCs, or artist trading cards. This one really is my favorite. I love the crepe paper. So using scraps from past Halloween projects, using a Tim Holtz Ghost Town die, and some of his sticker Halloween sentiments. I was able, oh, and the background paper, the abandoned background paper, I was able to make these super, super cute, simple, clean. Maybe I don't want to say cute. Maybe I want to say creepy Halloween ATCs. Let's not forget this one. So there you have it, my friends. That is my process video for this particular Halloween project. As I said, I think for the next video, what I will show you is how to create a mini album where you can tuck these ATCs into the album and send them off to your friend. And the only thing I have to figure out is if I think I'm going to use, well, I'll figure it out. There's several ways I make those albums. I will pick out I will streamline it for you and figure out the easiest, simplest method using the least amount of paper and tools. But that is my share with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think about these ATCs. What do you think about ATCs generally? What do you think about the process? Are ATC something you would do? I don't know. Share something about yourself. Leave a comment. You never know. This might be the video I come back to select the winners for my Halloween giveaway. If you haven't already checked out my other videos, make sure you do that. I do have a playlist of my Create With Me videos, so check that out. And again, thank you so much for dropping in. I truly do appreciate it, my friends. I will catch you all in the next video. Until next time, bye-bye.